In this demonstration, we will show you some of the capability inside of our NX joint. We see that we have this vehicle. It have a component, basically, it's going to take care of all the fasteners inside in the joint. And then we also have a manufacturing fixture. Since we are in a manufacturing state, we're going to manufacture this. So we're going to navigate, make sure our part navigator is open. We can utilize that concurrently along with our assembly navigator. So now we want to access our easy joint. In our easy joint, we have all these different options. We can do spot welds. We can do all these other kinds. In this case, we're going to do a self-fastening, self-piercing rivets. So we're going to select some of the parts inside the B pillar area and then make sure that we are considering this is the right approach for make sure that these are the ones that we want to define that. Let's go ahead and instantiate all these points. So based on the rules that's defined, it creates all these points inside of that. By selecting each one of these before actually create all the joints, we see that we have 4 different sections of the joints that is being created. Now we're going to instantiate each one of these joints, self-piercing rivets. So that is being done, and then we see that that creates a lot of feature. Inside of our joint, we have this called a group joint. So we can group all these features into individual. We have all these 5 different kinds are part of that. Now let's do some validation. Inside of our checkmate, we can have the capability to do some validations. So we want to write a check. So if we expand that into our test under joint, we have a variety of different options the users can pick. In this case, we want to pick a minimum distance. Under the minimum distance, what is the minimum distance? We can go and interrogate that. We set at 25 millimeter. Once that's done, we want to execute that. It's going to come back right away, give us the results. We can double click on it. It's going to give us the information that we're looking for. So, and then we can continue to advance to the next one and give us all the information that is being validated. So let's go in there. Let's see what we can do to quickly manipulate that so it will pass the validation. We turn on the surface options. We just want to move this away just a little bit by these self-piercing rivets. Likewise, we select 2 other individuals and then move them away just a little bit based on the surface control points. Now we have done that, and now we can go back and rerun. Just make sure that whatever things that we have run before, it is working now. So we see that everything is meeting the requirement that we have set forth to do so. The next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and add some annotation to PMI by selecting a particular feature that this particular self-piercing joint is going to give us an option to add all these different information. So we can select that and we can do a parallel to screen. So once we do the parallel to screen, we can zoom in, we can see that they give us a lot of detailed information about these self-piercing fasteners that we have created. So we can add this annotation directly, fairly quickly. Next thing we want to do is using the NX joint sealer to seal some of these multiple parts all at the same time. I select 3 of those components behind the passenger seat. Now I'm going to just grab onto the curves that represent these edges that comes in contact with one another. I purposely select 3 different ones. So now I'm just going to need to select all these edges that intersect or come across, interact with all 3 of these parts inside of our design. So now I'm going to select some of these transition area. We see that it's transitioned from one to the other. So now we have, I think that's kind of satisfied. We want to select a material. We want to create an epoxy, define that epoxy, and then we're going to see how that is. We can also change the size. Sometimes it will give a certain size, and then if we take a look at that, it says the size cannot be able to support. So we can come back down to the size that we think is the right one. Now we have that is also part of that features now inside this particular component. Next thing we want to do is we want to change the reference set. Inside this reference set, we have some offset curves that we want to use this as some of our epoxy using as our joining our faces together. So we select the first option using the adhesive face. And then, so the next thing we want to select another one. It's already say you already have one created earlier. So that's a warning. So now we can utilize that. The next one we want to do is we want to do this adhesive face that transition from one to the other through multiple faces. These are faces or blend faces. So we want to come back and select that option to select from the surface of those two faces. Then we can see that as we rotate, it's being projected to those faces. Once I'm done, I want to use the epoxy material. We see how that is being added. Now we have all these three additional ones. We want to come back in and just create these group again. So already know some of the ones already created. It combines all those already. But in this case, I want all three of those adhesive to be in the same one, those adhesive face. So I just want to drag it and then just remove this last one. So that cleans it up a little bit. So it makes it nice and clean. Thank you.